it can be a little disconcerting when the person that you care about the most, the people that you love the most, don't seem to be invested in your professional career, don't seem to care about the work that you've been so passionate about your entire life. It happens. Many times we have our own passions, and our partners and families and the people that we care about, they have other passions that are different than ours. And it can feel very lonely and even debilitating. You can feel unsupported when the people that you love don't care about what you do. This can really lead to kind of isolation at home and really feeling like you're in it by yourselves. And maybe you start to think, why do I even need to have them in my life if they don't care about what I do? Or maybe your kids don't care about what you do and you're trying to build a future for them and you're trying to get them interested and invested, but they can't see the forest before the trees and they don't have any interest in it at all. So it can make you resentful when the people that you love don't care about what you do. That's a problem. It can drag you down and it can drag them down. And it also can probably break up your family in ways that you never thought it would be. So here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to give you some things to think about. How do you address this situation when the people that you love don't love what you do? You work too hard, you spend too much time away from home, you feel like, or they feel like you're investing in so many other people and not investing in them. So here's what I want to tell you to do about that. First things first is I want you to go to the people that you love and you tell them that you love them. You tell them that you care about them and really take some time to explain that you are who you are and you do what you do because you care about them. They still may not see it and they still may not understand it, but you have to say the words that I love you and I care about you, and that's the reason why I do what I do. And they're probably going to find 15 reasons as to why the opposite of what you say is true, because they would say, if you care about me, you wouldn't spend so much time in the office. If you care about me, you wouldn't volunteer for so many projects. If you care about me, you wouldn't be chasing the corporate ladder the way you're chasing to get up the corporate ladder if you actually cared about me. It's going to feel hurtful, but I don't want you to take it personal, because it's not personal. It's not about you. It's about how you see the world differently than each other. So the second thing I want you to do is, after you tell them that you care about them, is that I want you to listen. I want you to stop talking and listen and ask, what can I do to be a better supporter of you? So you want to ask that question. What can I do to be a better partner, to be a better parent, to be more supportive of you? And I want you to listen. And I want you to listen with intentionality. Don't listen to respond. Don't think about all the things that they may say that you cannot do, that you physically don't have time, the energy, or the inclination to do. Don't think about any of those things. I want you to just listen. Listen and take it all in. And even if you need to have a piece of paper, a notepad, and write down the things that they say, be intentional to document what they're telling you. And I want you to then make that list, and you got to start making an effort to figure out, how do you do those things on that list? You may not be able to do them all at once. It might take you 5 years before you get to the second thing on the list. But I will tell you, you need to stop and listen to the people that you care about and be intentional about what they need you to do to support them. And the reason why you want to do that is because when you start to put forth the effort and show that you're trying to do your part to be a good parent, to be a good spouse, a good partner, then that is going to create space for them to want to understand more about who you are and what you do. You got to do these first two things. The third thing I want to tell you to do is the one that you probably don't want to think about, and probably one that you haven't thought about in the 25 years that you've been in your career, is you need to reevaluate your workplace priorities. You need to evaluate if putting in all of that effort, kissing up to a CEO who won't give you the time of day, won't pay attention to you, is it really worth it? I don't think it is. You also need to pay attention. Are you spending too much time dealing with that staff person that you should have found a way to manage out of the organization 5 years ago, but because you didn't, they're now sucking up all your time and energy, and that's why you can't invest in the things for the people that you care about the way you do? You might need to evaluate how you manage that person out of the organization. Or maybe you need to start looking for a new opportunity. Now, I know you love your work, you love your career, you're passionate about it. Yes, you can still be passionate about it. You can still stay in your career, but you don't have to stay in an organization that has it so toxic that your relationships at home and your family are starting to crumble because the work is too much. That's not a good environment to be in. So you got to find a way to get out of that environment. So if anything that I said resonated with you, I want you to like this video. I want you to comment. I want you to share it with other people, because we got to help each other to get through these tough times. And our loved ones not liking what we do could be about us, or it could be about the place in which we work. And you got to figure it out. But most importantly, the people who you care about are the ones who are going to be with you long after that job is gone, because you left it or because it left you. Have a fantastic day.